What's happening, brother?
Oh, I'm good, bro. What's up? How you doing?
I'm alright, man. Good to see you again.
Nice to meet you, man. It's been like 5 days, 6 days, without seeing each other.
Yeah, the last time we hooked up was last week. And we did a recording, and we thought we were going to roll with it. But then things changed, remember?
I remember that. Yeah.
We spoke about the concept of the Saturday Vibes show and how we wanted to be a platform for the artists and for the fans sort of in the Middle East and in the region. And we touched on a lot of things last week. We spoke about, remember how I was saying, because, by the way, Brian.
Yes, boss.
Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to my man Brian Wade, man, from Uganda Station.
Shout out to you, man.
I'm Talal, by the way. We just went straight into it without any no introduction or nothing. Straight to the point. Cut straight through it. But yeah, I'm Talal, Brian Wade. We're just here to, chop it up with you and discuss a little bit about the concept that we came up with, which is called the Saturday Vibe Show. That's gonna have like 2 episodes every week, and in the end of the week, there's gonna be one show where I'm gonna be with Brian Wade that he's gonna be co-hosting, and we're gonna do it like sort of a debate, a more intense approach to that episode, where we're gonna just cover artists in the region and be a platform for the fans and the artists coming out of the GCC, especially since we spoke about it last time and we spoke about the history of how hip-hop was being very resented back in the day, and there wasn't much talent, and people who had talent were struggling and fighting to get out there and make shit happen. Remember?
Yeah.
But we don't want to go through the whole history. I think anybody who's living in the Middle East and who's around the scene, they know how it was back in the day. But you've only been here 2 years, so right now you're just witnessing the beautiful part of it. You're witnessing the easy side of it.
I'm trying to blend in,
Yeah.
Trying to,
But the time that you came here to Bahrain and you're seeing the movement and what's happening, like this is what I'm saying, 7-8 years ago, it was completely different, man. And I know we said this before, but we got to say it again, just so we can clarify the concept of this show, because what a perfect time to start the podcast. But 7 years ago,
nothing here. Right?
No, nothing, man. If you were hip hop and you dressed up hip hop, then even if you like, you know what I mean,
you scared the old folks, huh?
Yeah, you had to be very careful. But the Saturday Vibe Show, man. First of all, I want to shout out to Majid Jordan, man.
Shout out.
Majid Jordan, Majid Masqati from the duo Majid Jordan, because I think his accomplishment is one of a kind, and I want to start by thanking him and saying it's artists like these that set the standard for us and give us the opportunity to come on this platform, speak, and be confident and be able to come out and represent the culture, you know what I mean?
I know.
So shout out to Majid for linking up with OVO. Space in Between, the album is out, it's dope.
That's something great,
He
man.
booked the homecoming show and came and killed it, and everybody showed love. And he has a home here, and he has a lot of fans that love him out here, and his family's out here, and that's the one of a kind. So when I started following Majid, and I started just following what's happening in the scene, but this year specifically, 2018, everything was sort of solidified after I started really digging deep in the region and then witnessing what's happening, and then like the Majid Jordan concert that happened in Bahrain, that was it, that like sealed the deal that it's happening. And with what's happening in Dubai, that's kind of crazy as well. And remember when we chopped it up last week, but the people didn't get a chance to hear that because we were just having a regular conversation.
Yeah.
Remember what I said about Dubai? Dubai is sizzling right now, bro. It's bubbly out there.
Dubai is hot, man. Dubai is hot.
Yeah, man. And I put you on some of the music in Dubai and some of the artists, and you're starting to listen, right?
It's hot, man. It's awesome. The artists, they have that good vibe. They have the positive vibe. That energy is real, and they're showing a lot of progress.
Yeah, and they're pushing the culture forward.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
They're pushing the culture forward, and
Which
they're making things
good.
happen.
Yeah, something good for the culture, right? To see a different group of people coming from the Middle East, trying to give that,
Exactly.
give us some good stuff, quality, and
yes. And you said Middle East, man. Yeah. Middle East, like we thought it was impossible. People like me, who try to be MCs back in the day, or be involved as rappers and things like that. Every door was shut on us, man. Production, sound engineers, studios. Nobody wanted us around. You know what I'm saying?
you're like the foster kids, right?
Yeah, they didn't want us around. You know what I mean? When
Outcasts.
When we used to call them, they they're getting busy. We're busy right now. We're recording. We can't. We're fully booked till next month.
Yeah.
But it was like that, bro. But it's due to folks like Majid Jordan and cats out in the DXB, like
trying to
inspire and working so hard.
Yeah.
People that I've been following for a couple years, and I know I keep telling you about them, but people, artists and individuals like The Recipe,
yeah.
Moh Flow, Majeed Music, Menon, Mustafa Ismail, man, there's plenty more, but these are a few that I can name off the top of my head, and it's due to individuals like these that we're able to finally see the culture branching out, man.
Yeah, which is something great, man.
Which is
something
unbelievable.
Great.
And the movement is very evident, man. We can feel it. We see it. We see the sponsors. We see the endorsements. We see the events. We see the organization that's happening. We respect that. And it's finally coming to reality, man. Thanks to artists like them, bro.
You know one thing I realized?
This show is for them. Go ahead, man.
You know one thing I realized is that, like, in every movement, there is always people that have to hold the candle, right? People who are blessed to hold the candle.
They carry the torch. They brought the light to what's been in the dark.
So the people that you mentioned, these are the people that show the youngins the way.
Yeah.
The light.
Definitely,
and
man.
everything. Like they're showing where the industry should go.
Exactly,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? So
they're making the right moves.
Yeah, that's why we give props to these guys.
I salute them, and it's not just music. Remember how I was telling you before we switched the mics on that some artists only think about the way they rap and the way they record and just sitting at home doing songs for the internet, for the gram, and little pieces for Snapchat and for YouTube. But when you mention people like Moh, The Recipe, and shout out to all of them, Majid and the rest of the crew, and sorry if I'm forgetting anybody, but these dudes actually are consistent with the music as well as the business side of it, and that's what makes it great. That they're crafting the art the right way. They're looking out for themselves, and they're making sure that they maintain the standard, brother.
Yeah. You know one thing. One thing I realized also is that if somebody's doing music on a purpose, right? You're recording music not for yourself, not for you to play in the bedroom, right?
Not for you,
and then
for the people.
But you're playing the music for the people, and then you want gigs, you want to get money out of it. You have to make sure it's quality. That's what these guys are. They are not doing it as a joke, right? They're not playing with the music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're just doing it to get the money. They love it, but they want to see something coming out from that.
Exactly. And I tell you, most of these artists are probably not making money right now at this moment from all these things, but they're just trying to do their best to expose the culture. They're doing it for the love of the culture, and that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of artists think that this is a game, and a lot of people come up with excuses like, I'm working, I'm this, I'm that. We got to keep in mind that these artists are humans as well. They also go ahead and come across trials and tribulations, but they maneuver through. They maneuver. They maneuver through because this is what they love. This is their passion. So in order for them to push their passion, they got to go out there and
they have to
and
make
maneuver, man, and fight the demons that are trying to stop them from reaching their dreams.
Which is not easy, all right?
It's not easy.
It's not easy, but
you
you gotta
have
go.
a lot of strength.
You gotta go out, man. You gotta go out.
Go out there.
Go out there. Go in the wilderness.
Yeah, get in the wilderness.
Get that bread.
That's what I'm saying. And don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. If you follow your heart and you follow your dream,
just do whatever you.
And you got a vision, just go and do it.
Just do whatever you can do.
Do everything you can do. Do everything you can do.
That's some great wisdom right there. I feel you. That's truth.
Respect, my bro. And I swear to God, it's because these artists and because of this movement that's taking place right now. I promise you, this was the inspiration that sparked me to have the initiative to come out and start this podcast, man. And I know some people are gonna hate it and some people may love it, but I'm doing it for the love of the culture, for the hip hop, for the love of hip hop, and to show appreciation and gratitude to these artists, man.
If not,
they're building the bridges for us, bro. They're building the bridges. And one more thing, though, I gotta say shout out to the one and only Big Hass. And I know anybody who's plugged in, if you don't know Big Hass, then you shouldn't. I don't know what you're doing and where you at, but Big Hass is the one and only of his kind, and anybody who's out there involved in the movement and in the culture, especially in the DXP and in the region, they know how much Big Has plays a big role and has an impact on this culture.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
He's one of the only people that has given us media coverage out there that we need. So he's also one of the biggest inspirations for me to come up and do this podcast.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, there's one thing people should realize, that getting involved in the music doesn't mean you should be a singer, a rapper, a writer, whatever it is. But you can be part of the media, the shooting, recording and stuff like that, promoting the events, promoting the artists.
There's so many elements.
Get involved in arts, fashion, stuff like that.
Of course.
To push the culture forward,
There's so many elements, man. It's not just rap. Rap is only one element of the culture.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But there's so many other elements.
And being a rapper doesn't make you part of the hip hop culture.
No, man.
It doesn't make you.
Culture is a state of mind, brother. It's a state of being. It's a level of consciousness.
Definitely.
It's a lifestyle. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. You know what I mean? It's a way of life.
Yeah.
And
it's like blood and bone, man. It's
facts.
Like blood,
Facts.
Yeah.
So a lot of rappers, just because you rap and you may be lyrical and you may be got bars and rhymes, but that still don't make you hip hop if you're not living it, if you're not breathing it, if you're not out there plugged in, participating and being part of the movement. If you're sitting at home and doing it for yourself, I say get out your bed and get out there and follow the footsteps of these pioneers.
And one thing you need to know is that rap is 1% out of the 100 elements of hip hop. So yeah, you gotta know about the b-boying, DJing, and all the kind of stuff, the graffiti and everything about the fashion and stuff like that. You have to leave it,
Yeah, you gotta live it, man. You gotta live it. Hip hop has so much depth, so many layers and colors. You just gotta be able to go out there and be free with it. If you don't interact and if you're not comfortable in your own skin and being yourself, but you're just comfortable hiding behind the mic in a corner in your bedroom, you're not hip hop, homie. You're not hip hop.
Oh,
but yeah, what do you think of the concept of the show, man? Because I mean, I have no choice. This has been in my heart and on my chest, and I want to get it out.
Yeah.
I want to express how much love I got for the culture and help promote and support these artists even more, and be a platform. So, what do you think, man?
Hey man, I think
Middle East, Bahrain,
I think
bro.
this is one of the greatest things that should be done. Yeah, like it has come at the right moment,
Exactly.
the right time.
That's what I mean.
Where views need to be said and things need to be said. We need to address what's happening, what's going on, and things like that. People need this kind of vibe, right?
Definitely.
And that's what we can do as hip hoppers, right? So that's what we can do for the culture.
That's the least that we can do.
Yeah. So.
And let's not forget, man, there are many talented, gifted artists in the GCCs: Bahrain, Saudi, Kuwait, Dubai, Qatar, just to name a few. But like I said, like I told you last time, it's because of the movement in Dubai that I'm able, and maybe because I've been influenced by Western music more than the Arabic side of hip hop. And don't get me wrong, I do love the Arabic hip hop and artists that are doing hip hop in Arabic. But I think because of the movement in Dubai, that opened up my eyes, and that's it. I put my hands up and I said, "Yo, it's happening. I got to get involved right now."
Wow, that's dope.
It's happening.
That's
and
dope.
and thanks again, Harmony Functions. If y'all not plugged into Harmony Functions, I want you to seriously. Well, in the next episodes, I'm gonna talk about every single artist out the DXB and from the region and artists that I dig and I favor, and I'll put their links and things like that, and you could follow them on the gram and get an idea for yourself. But Harmony Functions is a way to bring artists together and sort of push the culture to the next level even.
Wow.
And it was designed and created by A and Moh Flow and Majid, I think, and it's serving a lot for the community out there in Dubai, man.
That's beautiful.
Shout out to all of them. Shout out Recipe, Peace Storm, Kaz Money, and Swarte. Respect to all the pioneers and legends out there grinding, man.
Yeah, keeping it real, which is something dope.
This show is for all of y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all inspired it.
Definitely. Yeah. By the way, speaking about the cats that are coming out from the GCC and people who are spazzing and making things happen, I'm liking the music that's coming out, man. I'm really I'm really vibing to this kind of stuff.
At first, you couldn't accept it, but
now
now
I couldn't.
you couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
But now you're like,
but man,
yo.
I like the vibe. I like the vibe. You know, last week I landed on one song from the album. You know the album you sang,
the Recipes album.
Yeah.
Funerals in Purgatory.
Yes.
What joint, Bandana?
I love the song. It's called "Had to Be You." Had to be you. I'm sorry that it had to be you.
Is it
Love.
Is it on Funerals in Purgatory?
Yeah, the album. Yeah. I'm sorry that man, yo, the lyrics, man.
That's
Amazing stuff.
That's an episode on its own. We're gonna have an episode on the recipe, on Moh, on Majid, on everybody, Mustafa and everyone, Menon, anybody, Majid, Jordan, any of the hot artists popping, buzzing right now, and keeping it real and representing the culture to the fullest. We're gonna have an episode on them, but definitely that album was dope because it was lyrical.
Yeah. You know, the first time you saying, I was like, I'm not gonna listen to this
because
stuff.
I told you it was from Dubai. Just because I told you it was from Dubai, right? Because I told you it was from Dubai, you couldn't believe. If I told you it was from the States or somewhere else, you'd probably give it a listen.
Flagging her, press play. But yeah, man, you know, as a musician and a hip hop, person, you have to plug in, man. You have to plug in. You have to plug in. Check out what's going on. You might think you know, but you don't know.
Exactly, and you give yourself enough time for that music to resonate and grow with you, bro. It takes time.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So, man, what's good, man? What's popping? What's popping? Tell me.
Not much, man. Just getting prepared to get this podcast launched, and hopefully get a positive response from the people, which is gonna motivate us, me and you, of course, and go back and deliver even better content and better substance. I just can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm feeling real happy. I'm feeling blessed, and I feel that hip hop is in a very good position right now.
Good position.
It's in a really good state, bro, and very thankful for that.
As per GCC, right?
As per GCC, it's in a good space where I think we're finally gonna be worldwide.
That's dope.
We're gonna be worldwide.
That's great. Of course, man. Of
and
course.
What a perfect time.
Of course. What a time.
What a great year.
Yeah. This is the come of the age, right?
Yes, sir. We're getting older, man. We just want a little piece we just want to play a little part in the culture, man. Even if it's small, something's better than nothing.
As long as we got a seat at the table, right?
Waited, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Waited many years from rapping.
For sure.
Trying to write. Trying to be an engineer.
For sure.
Trying to be a producer.
Struggling,
and now podcast. Please,
it's a marathon.
Let this be the last.
Don't push us to go somewhere else.
Please. You've kept us safe all these years. But let it be known, man. It's official.
Yeah, it's official now.
Yeah, man. The Saturday Vibe Show. Do stay plugged in. We're gonna have a lot of episodes for you, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be bubbly. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be positive. It's gonna be interactive, and it's just gonna be dope. It's gonna be a lot of love involved.
Just expect a big package,
Big
package.
But we don't want to give you a lot of promises because we're just doing what we feel and just being natural. People might expect,
highly, right?
Highly, and then they see
we're not superficial.
Yeah,
supernatural, something like
we're not supernatural. You mean? Yeah, we're not. We're just humans, and we're just trying to come out the kingdom of Bahrain and show love to everybody out there in the GCC and global, worldwide, man. It's time for everybody in the world to know we got living legends in the region, man. We got artists that are legends. They're pulling those moves. They're working hard.
What else to do, man? You're supposed to push your own, man. You're supposed to love yours,
Exactly.
You have to love yours, push your own,
Exactly.
That's it. So,
and we need platforms like these, man. Podcast is the future, bro.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
And if you're not listening to podcasts, bro, man,
if you're still listening to radio,
pull your socks up.
That's what I'm saying. Pull your socks up. But on the real though, we're gonna keep it audio for a while with the episodes and things like that. And inshallah, in the future, when things start falling into place the way they should, we're definitely gonna put in video. But we're gonna do a lot of live videos and things like that on the gram and other social media platforms. I don't want to get into that right now. I'm not sure myself because we're sort of just going with the flow, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We're just going with the flow. This is just a warm-up right now.
For real.
The warm-up session. We'll call it the warm-up session. We're just chopping it up.
It's the calm before the storm, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're just chilling, doing our thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing serious. Just having a convo.
having a good time.
But hopefully we'll pick it up in the first episode and speak about the one and only The Recipe.
Yeah, definitely.
So be ready for that. Be on the look for that.
Sure.
What's happening, man? How was your weekend, brother?
Man, the weekend was beautiful. Like, you know, I've been working and
you look like you've been smashed.
doing some stuff.
You look like you've been smashed and you want to sleep for a week.
Doing my little music thing, you know what I'm saying?
And oh yeah, I've been following, man. That stuff sounds dope, but we'll definitely touch on that on the right time, though.
You know what I'm saying? You know. I'm trying to follow the.
I know you're trying to promote yourself right now on the podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to drop it in. You're trying to drop it in real smooth. You're trying to drop it in real quick. You know what I'm saying? But I caught you. I'm like, not now.
Not now.
Hey yo. Stick in and be ready for the first episode.
Definitely.
I think we're out of this podcast.
Saturday
man.
Vibes Show.
Enough talking. Saturday Vibes Show. I'm Talal.
And my name Brian Wade.
Stay blessed, stay easy. One love. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.